Hey everyone. Okay, so I'm here with a full moon update, and wow, do I have a lot. I mean, pretty much I've changed my whole freaking life. Um Literally, whoever's been following my healing journey, I mean, I've been at it for a while. So, I guess it's true what they say. It's darkest before dawn because I've been seriously dedicated to my healing. And I just kept going and kept going, and it was like I knew when I was getting to like another layer of pain. But like the way that healing works is like it's kind of like you're digging a hole to get to the buried treasure. So you're going surface layer first. I'm a deep well. I mean, I've been working with several healers as well as using multiple tools and modalities on my own self. And my number one motivation was twin flame union. Okay, that's like the dangled carrot to like keep going with the healing, you know what I mean? So spirit has really kept me away from like entertainment, boys, pleasure of any kind, pretty much enjoyment of all types. And I've been in a hermit mode, isolation. I mean, like when spirit forces you to heal, they will do anything. Like I even had like a month without my kids. Like it was crazy. Like I have been doing some deep work. Um, Isolated. I've been isolated. So like when this whole 2020 quarantine came about, like my lifestyle never changed. I was living in isolation anyways, and I just spent a lot of hours in meditation. A lot of hours in meditation, connecting to source, releasing shit. Because, as you know, if those of you who follow the teachings of Roxy and Jasmine and pretty much any law of attraction at all, the affirming and all of that is great. So, but like that's really great for people who don't have deep rooted trauma and deep rooted patterns, and deep rooted dysfunctional programming. So if you don't have any of that, like you can jump right into your affirmations. It's going to be super easy. Like my clients, I work with a lot who are just, they don't have a lot of issues. I can really easily help them clear out their issues, and then we just start rewiring, and then boom, they're instant manifesting. Boom, their man's coming to them. Boom, they're getting their money. Like, but as somebody with a higher calling, advanced soul work, I had to go through like way more. I don't know if I'm necessarily done, if that's a word, done healing, but I really feel like, you know, I've graduated. Even the lady I've been working with doing the theta healing therapy, probably for about a year now, on and off, maybe like it was like once a month, skip a month, and every couple weeks as needed. And she's like, well, I'm done, you know? So like I hit a major shift. Now, not everybody's awakening is going to be the same. I had a twin flame awakening, which started with a karmic twin, and then really amplified it with my true twin. So that was always my goal. And then like when I almost got towards the end, it's like you really are kind of like doing it for yourself and your betterment of your whole bloodline, you know? So those of us star seeds who choose this, I mean, we really come into some seriously highly dysfunctional patterning because it's our job. Like, it stops with us. We are stopping it. We're stopping the dysfunctional patterning. We're stopping the karma. We're dismantling it. And we're saying no more. It will not run through me. It ran through my ancestry, but it stops here. Okay? So there was many times I was like, God, will this fucking ever end? I mean, at the very lowest point, I was suicidal for sure, like more than usual. Even like attempted a couple things which I failed at. Spirit wasn't going to let it happen. Like, it just, so that was like probably the one of the lowest lows. Like, this was like a whole nother dark night of the soul. It was like I had a dark night of the soul, and then I kind of plateaued, and then it's like I had another dark night of the soul. And after that, I feel like it was done. Like, finally I had dug deep enough to the very core and the past lives and all the programming that had been put into me. Finally I got it, like got to it, fucking removed it. You know what I mean? And then once everything's removed, I can start with my new patterning. So now I've reprogrammed my subconscious, I've reprogrammed my unconscious, my superconscious to only attract what I want. Being cute, being healthy, being happy. And I think the biggest thing that's really shocking to me, because this is, of course, it's ongoing work, but they always say when you heal and you are in a twin flame dynamic, your twins automatically heal with you. So every healing I did, it was like also healing my soul splits. So I'm not going to dive too much into this because it would be a separate video about like how your soul monad chooses to split. But my particular soul monad, there's 4 pieces of it. So it's me as the feminine, and then I have 3 masculine entities who we're just one. We are one. So all the healing that I do ultimately lifts them up too. So I've been shocked. Like, anybody who follows me knows that my karmic twin was like so 3D, so monkey mind. And I don't even know what has happened to him. Like, he has no clue what even happened to him. He's talking about channeling his higher power, healing me. He's like channeling spirit. He's talking about manifesting. He's talking about healing. Like, who is this man? Who is this man? You know? And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, the crazy thing is when this manifesting works properly, they just think it's their idea. They don't even know. Like, they don't even know what you're doing, and they just think it's their idea, their great idea. And I'm like, I'm just loving it, right? So I'm just sitting back. But I'll tell you what, I made like a major shift like a couple weeks ago. And some of you who follow my YouTube, Sassy Rockstar 3, may have seen like some crazy videos of like my landlord like ripping up my fairy garden, and like, you guys know I have issues. Like, he's a family member. Like, I don't really consider any of my birth family to be my family, since at this point I have all crystalline DNA, and my blood and my DNA has been completely absolved of any ancestral bloodlines that I may have come from. But you know what I'm saying, like birth family, whatever. That word family is just such a loose term because it's like, don't really have a family. Except, now my star family's coming together, my galactic family's coming together, and like I'm starting to see results finally. I mean, anybody who's followed me at all, it's just, I was always in this state of like missing my counterpart so bad. Like I went from missing my karmic twin, missing my twin, just missing something. And it's like once you uproot and get rid of all this trauma, and all these dysfunctional patternings and all this subconscious programming, once you get rid of all that shit, you can reprogram yourself with the inner knowing that like you're loved. That's all it is. And then like shit starts showing up in your outer reality. And I'm like, oh shit, who's the manifesting master? Me. But the funny thing is like my husband, he's talking about he's the manifesting master. So I'm just sitting there like he didn't even know what manifesting was. Like he thought all this stuff I was doing was just woo woo, you know what I mean? Like however people say it in like a whatever type of a sense. But I mean, I have been healing my skin, my body, my bones, my blood, my soul, and what's up, bitches? So, yeah, I'm just waiting to see how shit falls back around because my husband's like he's all about it here. And I'm like, hell yeah. It's like he doesn't quite know what's gotten into him. All he knows is he's feeling a type of a way. I mean, I'm really impressed about this shit. Like he's telling me, he's sending me remote healings and stuff. And it's like, he didn't even know what that was. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he might be awakened. So like, I mean, that's crazy. Like, so all this work I've done. And then last night underneath the full moon, I just set this intention. I said, anything that's possibly left in me at all that could be any sort of an energy block from me having a harmonious relationship with my karmic twin and my twin, I send any of that off to the moon. I release it all to the moon, send it to the light, transmute it, done. And I must have gotten rid of a big chunk because when I woke up this morning, shit was different. And literally, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. A couple weeks ago, after I made that major shift, I'm back talking about my landlord again. I got woken up to some like banging around, and what do I see? Oh, it's the maintenance guy over here chipping the fucking paint off of my house. Well, my house was like the most hideous color ever. Like, I don't know what the previous owners were thinking. I don't know who in any kind of a right state of mind would even think this color is a good color. Like, I'm surprised they even made a paint that color. I mean, it was like a diarrhea shit brown, like the ugliest color ever. And you know what's funny, actually? He's like, oh yeah, oh, we decided to paint the house. It's like, oh, you decided that, did you? Because I've been manifesting. That's why. Like, I asked for this house to be painted like years ago. I've been here for about 6 years now. And I had been very vocal about the fact that I did not like the house color. And no one cared. No one gave a shit about what I said. until this manifesting, healing stuff going on. So not only that, but listen to this. When they started coming here and painting, they like, I'm pretty much at the level now of instant manifestation, like instant as fuck, and I'm just digging it. They painted the house, like they started one half of it, they got done for like one full work day, and they painted it. It was like a light blue, like a sky type blue. It was a nice color, but I thought to myself, I don't know if I like this color. I think I want a deeper color. But like, I was not going to complain. I was really grateful just to have that ugly color gone. Like, any color would have been better than that. So I'm like, really, I was just being grateful for it, you know? And, but that thought crossed my head. I was like, oh, it's kind of bright. I was hoping for a deeper color. Well, so the next day they don't show up, and I'm thinking, well, what are they going to do? Like, take a day off, you know? Like, this just sitting here like this? I just did, just whatever, you know? I'm thinking whatever, and brushed it off. Next day they come back with a new color, and they're like, oh, well, we decided to change it again. Now it's a color like I love. And then today we were in the Arby's line because my kid was hungry, and like, you know, he wanted just a regular roast beef sandwich and curly fries. So as I'm pulling around, I see there's this sign for sweet potato waffle fries, and I'm thinking to myself, I just had one little thought, and it just floated, oh, I'd like to try one of those. You know, I didn't order any. I just got him his thing. When he got to the bottom of his fries, he's like, Mommy, oh my gosh, what is this? It's sweet potato waffle fry. And I'm like, oh, is it? He's like, yeah, there's one. He's like, there's two little ones in here. I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. And he's like, well, I don't like sweet potatoes. He's like, do you want them? I'm like, yeah, I do. I did want to try those. So, didn't I just get you an ice cream? How much ice cream do you think you need? Yeah, hold on. Come here. Let's see how cute you are.
I'll give you a bunch of kisses.
Oh, yes, please. Yes,
they
please.
Have to give me
kisses.
Ice cream. On a cone.
Okay. All right, I'll do that. I was done with the video anyways. That was another thing. I was like, oh, I want more kisses from my kids, more hugs.
Then we can't fight crying.
I don't know, guys. It's a new world. It's a new life. So, like, my system works. I'm finally getting to be the proof. I mean, I know a lot of you who support my work and my healings. You always have like immediate results. So it's like I was the wounded healer, you know what I mean? And I really feel like I'm a lot better right now. I really feel I'm a lot better. So I just want to make a video and just like, wow, I feel good. I'm happy. I'm feeling loved. I'm feeling that possibilities are limitless. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will check in later. Bye.